Skippy took a big step, and I tweeted, I believe, after tonight's performance, he has a stranglehold on the MVP.
Now, you thought Russell Wilson had a little edge going in.
He had a little edge going in. But, Skip, you know, there are 50 men and women that vote, and a lot of these men and women that vote, they cover other teams. So a lot of times when Lamar Jackson is
very good point.
When Lamar Jackson is playing, you don't actually get an opportunity. You just look at the stat sheet. Oh, he did that.
Okay.
But last night,
you
got an opportunity to see up close and personal what this young man's about. Skip, we always knew he could run the football. He won the Heisman, and people undervalued. And I didn't think that this quickly his arm could catch up to his legs, because there have been very few people that have the dynamic skills of his legs. You saw last night, Skip, they snapped the ball to him. He bobbles it. He picks it up and almost hits his head on the goalpost. There have only been a handful of quarterbacks, maybe 2 or 3. Mike Vick, Lamar Jackson, maybe Randall Cunningham or Cam. Okay, I forgot Cordell Stewart. Cordell Stewart could really, really run back in his day. But, Skip, this guy is a very unique athlete, because what he's done is he's turned himself into a very good thrower of the football. Skip, I want to take you back to last year. And I know you remember this, and he had, last year he in 7 starts, he had 6 touchdown passes. This year's at 24. But last year in the playoff game against the Chargers, I want to take you back, and this was being echoed in his building, in his stadium. Wow. They wanted Flacco. Do
you remember what he was through 3 quarters, Lamar?
It was terrible.
3 for 9 for 25 yards through 3 quarters.
And I said, and I picked the Chargers to win because I didn't believe that after having seen what he was going to do, I didn't believe he could improve in 3 weeks to be able to throw the football.
Yeah. Then you picked the Chargers to win at Foxborough, and that's where it ended.
And that's where it ended. But, Skip, now in his building, 2-1 that they played New England 2 weeks ago, Skip. And it goes from boos, we want Flacco, to after they beat New England, this is what's being echoed in his stadium. They were chanting that last night in the Coliseum for a visiting player. Now, Skip, we get that a lot in basketball. You know, LeBron or KD or some of these guys put on virtuosos. You get a lot of that in the Garden, especially the Garden, because they haven't had anybody that can put that. But to have an opposing player come in football and to hear this. But, Skip, you look at his numbers and what he's done. His completion percentage is up 9. His yards per attempt is up. And last year, 6 touchdowns and 7 starts. This year, 24 and 11. He's tied with Russell Wilson as far as touchdown passes. And his legs, he's going to go well over 1,000 yards. And he's going to be somewhere around 32 to 35, maybe even 38 touchdown passes, which would be unheard of. But here's what happens, Skip. This Sunday, they play the 49ers. They win that game, and Lamar Jackson has a comparable. I don't know if he'll have 5 touchdowns and do what he did, but if he has a game like he's been having all year, I think he puts a stranglehold, because he would have had victories over the Patriots, over Seattle, and the 49ers. 2 of those teams, Skip, will be number 1 seeds in their respective conferences. So if he were to go out and play, Skip, last night was unbelievable. You see the way he's throwing the football. He now possesses the 3 highest QBR totals for a season. I don't know if any other quarterback had this many 99 point whatever he had. He has a 99.7, 99.4, and a 99.8.
So now you love QB.
No, I'm just saying. But, okay, how about quarterback rating? He has 2 perfect quarterback ratings, and he might have had a perfect one last night had Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown not dropped passes.
They did.
He was phenomenal, and everybody got an opportunity to see. And, Skip, I don't think he's slowing down, because the thing what you have to worry about is that when the play breaks down. We call a defense, Skip, we got everything scripted, got everything covered, and now he jumps out the window on you. Now what do? Good luck catching it. He's the MVP front runner right now.
So, in all my many years of covering, watching, studying pro football, the game you played, I have never, ever seen anything like Lamar Jackson. Not ever. He is revolutionizing not just the quarterback position, he's revolutionizing the whole game. Because I'm here to tell you, right here, right now, Lamar Jackson has become not just the best running quarterback in pro football, he's the best running back in pro football. Period, end of story. I'll take him over Dalvin Cook or Ezekiel Elliott, whoever you want to throw in there. I'll just take him to the point I'm already starting to go historical with his style and impact as a running back. He's like a halfback of a quarterback, because I'm starting to see Walter Payton. Seriously, did you cross over a little? I mean, you knew what he was.
He retired. He retired after they won the Super Bowl.
Okay. So in how fast Lamar is, coupled with how shifty and powerful Lamar is at about 215 pounds, he's Walter Payton reincarnate. And now you went from pathetic passer in the playoff game to having improved not 100%, 1,000%.
He has.
He has become as smart and poised and deadly a passer as there is in the whole league. I'm serious. If we just take right here, right now, you can have Drew Brees or whoever you want to throw in there right now. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, any of the names.
Any of those guys,
This guy, on pure effectiveness, is just flicking missiles. They're smart missiles. They're shrewd operator missiles where he's in total control of the offense. I see no indecision. His decision-making, as John Harbaugh said after the game, is unparalleled right now in the whole league. This is extraordinary because now we have the best running back blended with the most effective thrower in pro football. We've never seen this before, and the combination is absolutely lethal.
Skip, I'm watching him last night, and you see there's a defender in front of him. He drops angles on his arms, and he shoots it out to the side. If you watch him, that's the progression. He couldn't do that last year.
Okay, so not only did he destroy the Rams last night on Monday Night Football in their building, he toyed with the Rams. That's impossibly great. Wade Phillips is right up there with the greatest defensive coordinators who ever coordinated in this league. He is Tom Brady's kryptonite and always has been. And in the Super Bowl last year, Wade Phillips made it really hard on Tom Brady. And he's made it really hard on him in an AFC Championship game at Denver. And Aaron Donald, according to you, is not just the best defensive player, he's the best player in pro football. Well, he was out there for the whole game. And
he made him a non-factor.
Non-factor. I don't even remember him playing in the game. And then they just recently, the Rams, gave 2 firsts and a 4th for Jalen Ramsey, who a lot of people think is the best corner. After Sunday, you'd have to say Stephon Gilmore is right there. But the point is, you got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey playing for Wade Phillips in their stadium on Monday night in a game they desperately needed to win, and he destroyed and toyed with that. Are you kidding me?
Put a 45.
Okay, and yet his personal numbers are not eye-popping the way other big passers are, because he goes 15 or 20 for 189. He goes 8 rushes for 95 yards, still very good. But the point was, he took the football 6 straight times and scored 6 straight touchdowns against Wade Phillips' defense with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. That's impossible.
And don't think this is a one-off. Skip, this is the last night was the 6th time, I think 6th or 7th time, they've opened the drive with a touchdown. Skip, that's unheard of. You get the ball and you go right down the field and you score.
It looks so easy. It does look easy. And then my team, the Dallas Cowboys, can't seem to cash in the red zone, and Lamar just drops back in the red zone like, la-di-da, I think I'll throw it to him, and he'll be wide open for a touchdown. Or I'll go over there and throw it to him, or maybe I'll just take off.
Skip, they were so confident last night. Again, 4th down. They lined up Jason and Tucker's on the field to kick the field goal. Lamar comes, Tuck, Tuck. We going for it. And they get it and go get the touchdown.
5 touchdown passes, none of them of the sensational bombs away variety. But still, the red zone touchdowns are hard to throw.
Because
my quarterback's having a hard time finding one.
The area is so condensed.
It is. It's hard. It's maybe much harder than an 80-yard bomb where you just have some single-covered receiver who's run past the DB.
What he's forced you to do, because of his legs, he requires you to cover so much area of the field because you're so spread out, because you're worried about him getting on the edge. And they do a lot of blocking and running schemes where they get him to the edge. So you spaced out, and you see Andrews, you see Hollywood Brown, you see guys running in the seams, and you're like, well, they're so worried about his legs. Because you know he jumps out the window and hit a crease. Okay, good luck. It's 20 yards before you even touch him.
That is true. He went 7 for 7 on 3rd down while he was in the game. That's impossible.
It's impossible.
This is Wade Phillips' defense. You just annihilated it on Monday Night Football.
They're littered with first-rounders. Aaron Donald's a first-rounder. Brockers was a first-rounder. Dante Fowler was a first-rounder. Jalen Ramsey is a first-rounder. They got 4 of their 11 starters with first-rounders. And he toyed with them. He made those guys look like, whoever has the worst defense currently in the NFL, that's what he made the Rams look like. And it wasn't even close. That game was never close.
Never.
Speaking of the Rams, at least my team, the Cowboys, they haven't lost a game 45-6. Are you kidding me? 45.
They hadn't played Lamar Jackson. They hadn't played L. Jack
Think
yet.
of who they were last year and the change.
Okay, remember, Jameis went in there and destroyed them, right?
He put 55 up.
55 on them. So this team in the Super Bowl last year, it's the old Super Bowl loser syndrome. They're 6-5, and they look dead in the water. Yeah. And Jared Goff looks like he got way overpaid. That's how it looks to me, right?
And Skip, just watching him and seeing the progression. He's playing with supreme confidence. He's like, right now, nobody can stop me. He's playing like it. And look how his Skip, you talk about how Tom Brady teammates love him. Look at how his teammates
love him.
How they respond to him. The defense.
And, you know, he doesn't carry himself like I'm the best player or I'm the leader of this team. He acts like he's just one of the guys, right? Because he knows he's just in his second year. But that team has ignited. Because I'm going to remind everybody, they did lose back-to-back games, and Lamar was just okay at Kansas City. He just had a mediocre game by his standards. And then the aberration game of the year is that the Cleveland Browns went to Baltimore and won 40-25. And Lamar wasn't bad in the game. He just wasn't great.
It was turnovers. He gave Cleveland 2 minutes.
He threw 2 picks.
And I think he fumbled.
I think he fumbled away. So the point was they have taken off since then, and they have that look of a Super Bowl team that came out of nowhere and just took off.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.